Good evening and welcome to Business Prime. I'm Nokip Kimboy. Now, 62% of businesses in Kenya experienced a decline in sales over the first 3 months of 2024, reflecting the tough economic times and reduced spending power occasioned by a sharp rise in the cost of living. These according to the first quarter 2024 ICEL Lion Island Consumer Spending Index, which also notes that retail business sales trends across the country fell by 15% over the period, despite showing a significant uptick. KTN's Esther Diana has more.
According to the index, individual spending trends exhibited positive trends while retail business sales came under pressure in the first quarter of 2024.
The focus is mainly on fairly formal structured businesses. So one potential explanation is that people are spending more on more down trading, what they refer to as down trading, and also it could be that the allocation of spend is moving away from discretionary spending and more towards essential spending.
The report showed that individual spending increased in the final quarter of 2023. This was driven mainly by women and consumers aged between 18 and 35 years. The rise in spend was largely attributed to higher cost of items purchased.
I think they are on the balance, they are good findings, because even in terms of outlook, around half of the retail businesses that we interviewed expect an improvement in sales in the second quarter of this year. Shows that consumer spending power actually remains relatively resilient, because we've seen positive trends in consumer spending in the fourth quarter of last year and the first quarter of this year.
The study shows that more than half of the respondents prioritized food and shelter expenses, while majority of them allocated less than 10% of their income to leisure and entertainment. In the study, 46% of respondents allocated less than 10% of their income towards savings, and about 9% reported no allocation for savings.
We found that both retail businesses in Nairobi and outside Nairobi experienced the same proportion of lower sales, with 62% of retail businesses, both in Nairobi and outside Nairobi, recording a decrease in sales in the first quarter of 2024 compared to a year earlier.
This index is derived from interviews conducted with 1,000 consumers and 200 retail businesses, collected data in Nairobi, Mombasa, Nakuru, Nyeri, and Kisumu. For KTN News, I am Esther Diana.
Ghost workers, illegally paid allowances and payments